Heinicke has played for 6 NFL teams. That's 2 behind our subject tonight, Jamie Martin. He's seen it all, played with 6 Pro Bowl quarterbacks and likely 2 Hall of Fame coaches. And now he's entered another profession with even more turnover. With the help of photographer Tom Stasiak, we give you the Jamie Martin story.
Sports Plus Spotlight is sponsored by AAA Auto Insurance.
All right, fried pickles right here. Sidewinders over here.
He's a 51-year-old man.
All right, you guys enjoy? Let's see his ticket. Where's his onion rings?
Who makes pizzas.
Prickly pear. Awesome. Have you had one of those before?
And small talk.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Good to see you back.
You're the best.
His restaurant is Circa Pub and Grill in Des Peres, where they serve classic St. Louis thin crust pizzas
Meat Lovers Clinic.
and a killer pork steak.
I love throwing a party. You know, I love being a host.
And I promise you, Jamie Martin is the only guy in America working 70 hours a week at a restaurant.
Truly.
Yep. Well, she's got a thing of ice on it.
Who also quarterbacked 16 years in the NFL.
When I do this job, I'm taking you your beer. Nobody's going to jump on my back and try to throw me to the ground.
Martin had one of the most decorated careers in the history of NCAA Division I-A football at Weber State. He set a record one day throwing for 624 yards.
When you get in that huddle and everybody in that huddle knows you're going to dominate.
He set another record for throwing for 7 touchdowns in one game.
We knew we were going to go down and score no matter where the ball was.
And after being named the National Player of the Year and throwing for over 12,000 yards, Martin was not drafted by the NFL.
Yeah, I was upset. Obviously, anybody who expects to maybe be drafted somewhere and isn't, it's a setback, you know, but you deal with it. And luckily, I had a few teams that want to sign me as a free agent.
One of those teams was the Rams.
Extension during the offseason as Martin throws for the end zone and a touchdown for Eddie Kennison.
It was the first of 3 different stints with the Rams.
Here comes his 8th attempt, and it's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Martin got his opportunities when Kurt Warner and Mark Bulger were injured. And when he got the chance, he performed, completing 65% of his passes.
Martin to the end zone and wide open with the flag thrown.
I understood anticipation and decision making. You know, I was good with accuracy, and those are the things that really make a quarterback successful.
But because Martin wasn't a physically imposing athlete, he didn't get many opportunities to start. And he refused to rock the boat, even when I tried after one of his good games in St. Louis. You could start a quarterback controversy right now and just say, I'm the man, I'm 2-0 here.
That's not me.
Martin played for 8 teams in those 16 years and was cut 10 times.
Luckily for me, when a door closed somewhere, another one opened.
Yes, coaches like Mike Martz wanted Jamie on his team and actually paid him $800,000 in season 16 as a backup. Jamie knew how to play the game on and off the field.
Burning your bridges is not the thing to do in the NFL because there's so many coaches and that move teams and switch places, and they remember you and how you acted.
We brought Martin out of retirement one more time for the story.
That's good. I'm gonna be icing tomorrow. Yep.
Our Ahmad Hicks, a former wide receiver, caught the balls.
There you go.
And it wasn't difficult because the former quarterback still hasn't. If you had an offensive line of a bunch of Orlando Paces, could you go out there right now and complete 20 out of 27 passes with your arm?
If they were all screen passes, yeah.
So instead of throwing spirals, Martin is now throwing things into the oven. And what a journey it's been for Jamie Martin.
I've been lucky to be able to live around the country and in different cities and just experience so much that a lot of guys don't get to, that, you know, might be just as deserving as me, but it worked out well for me.